Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm Jared Boxman here, joined by Nikki Saraceni, as we are in for a great matchup tonight between the Great Neck North Blazers and the Mepham Pirates.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a really exciting game as both teams are kind of gearing up towards playoffs now, and they're looking ahead to really both win this game. They want this game a lot.
Agreed, as the Pirates are 9-6 this season, 4-3 in conference, coming off a nice win, trying to pick up back-to-back wins. And some big things leading to that will be the performance of Ryan Galaza and Colin Kohut.
Yeah, and same thing goes for the Great Neck North team. They are also trying to win back-to-back, and they are led by two, senior strong players. And yeah, leadership is a big key.
Now let's check out some keys that Mepham needs to do to win the game. As one of them is just being consistent on all parts of the court, and just that consistency happens when you lead by example, and that is going to come from Andrew Adams, Colin Collette, and Ryan Galaza. And another key thing is just spreading the floor so you communicate well and everybody where they needs to be to get those open shots and great defense.
Yeah, and all those things are very important for any team, but especially for the Pirates to just play the way that they've been playing. And for Great Neck North, the same kind of goes. It's always important to keep those main goals, but for them specifically, they want to control the ball, just have it in their possession, don't limit those turnovers, don't let Mepham have the ball, and win in the paint. So they want to get to the net and be able to get those baskets as much as they can, just have possession in the paint and be able to put up a layup. And then make good decisions with the ball, so know when there's a wide open shot and know when it's a better time to pass the ball and just be in communication with their teammates.
Yeah, the Pirates looked as already a huge improvement from last year, going with 0 wins last year, already up to 9. Coach Adams, just his second year in the system, the consistency is already starting to build as they're improving on all parts of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of that just comes from the time that they spend practicing together and working together. A lot of these players have been here for a few years, and even the ones that haven't have just grown to become comfortable with their teammates, and that goes a long way, definitely.
Yeah, agreed. As a huge part, as taking a look at the standings here, Garden City, who we've seen earlier in the year in the BMB Game of the Week, standing at the top of the conference, undefeated in league play, gives them a huge advantage. So right now, Garden City and Roslyn sit at the top, but just on the outside looking in is Mepham and Hewitt tied for that third spot, just a couple games back. Great Neck North, just a couple wins in a row, and they're right back in it. And Roosevelt and Glen Cove, even with that 1-6 and rough seasons in the overall, if you go on that 5 and 6 game win streak, anything is possible.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And that's where that consistency comes in, and those back-to-back wins, when they start to build up, that's when it can really change things. So it's really important that both teams are looking for that today.
Yeah, as a huge part of that has been Andrew Adams, just one of the star players on this team this year, coming off a great last game, 4 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, just all over the court, exactly where they need him, offensively, defensively, grabbing those boards and going the other way, just exactly what you want to see from a junior getting ready to go into a senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. And even with those seniors being, having that court sharing with him and just coming up, last year, just being that player that's able to be ready to come up at 10th grade is just great, yeah.
And now we're going to send it down to our sportscasters as we get ready for tip-off.
Of the week. Today we have your Mepham Pirates playing the Great Neck North.
And what a great game this one is. I'm Sean Damiano here at the court today as we see this starting tip-off between our players Ethan McConney and Jackson Mallon going for this first jump ball.
Yeah, Sean.
And Mallon will win it.
Sean, what do you think we're in store for today?
I think this Great Neck North team, these Blazers are quite an underrated team. Even though they've been only 4-10 on this season, they've shown some great discipline and some great teamwork overall. They are coming off a large win versus Roosevelt, and they're looking to get that back-to-back, as well as Mepham, as they drive into that first 2 points off of McConney's layup.
Yeah, great pass from Shapiro going over to McConney. Great play right there, setting up the first point of the basketball game as the Pirates are looking to play. Little press by them. Going over to Arias. Arias looking for the pass in the middle. Setting up their play right now. You can hear the crowd is really into this one early. Fasani going over Kohut to Arias. Fasani from 3, and it's good. 3-2.
That's what Fasani's good at. He's been a great three-point scorer this season so far, as we see the down-court fast break layup there from Caden Lee.
Yeah, Balaza with a great pass right there over to Lee. able to get the bucket. 4-3. Aries now pushing it forward. Going across. Three-pointer for Adams, and it's just off the mark. And able to get the rebound right there is Great Neck North. McConney giving it over.
Balzadeh passing it out there to Caden Lee. Lee looking back there for Shapiro. Shapiro trying to get past the defense here. That's Ryan Galarza, the star, passing over to Balzadeh.
Balzadeh taking his time right now, going to the three-pointer. He's looking for it and able to get the defense right there is Arias, and then they're able to get this board right here. Pirates are looking to foot forward as it's Fasani. Fasani looking for the play, setting it up, going over to Adams. Adams at the three, giving it to Kohut. Kohut taking his time. Pirates really trying to get set. Calling the play right now is Coach Adams. Kohut going over to Arias. Arias at the three. Giving it over. Adams going over to Kohut. Kohut over to Fasano. And it's a great steal right there by Shapiro, going over to Balzadeh. Going over. Able to get the rebound right there is Great Neck North.
Great second chance points there from Shapiro to put them up 3. Inbounding here is Fasano to Kohut. Kohut has a lot expected of him this season. He's one of these team's captains. He did have 5 points and assists last game as he brings this one driving up to the lane and out to the corner.
Yeah, you can see he's a very nifty player, able to create a lot of space with the speed. As now it's over to Arias. Arias back over to Kohut. Kohut, you can see, does a great job facilitating their plays, calling it out and refreshing it. As now it's over to Fasani. Fasani from 3, just off the mark. Balzadeh taking it up quickly. Trying to dribble past the Pirates. Fasani, great defense right there. Able to put it up, not there.
There's Balzadeh going for that floating layup there, and there will be a dead ball called after they're fighting for that rebound between both teams.
Yeah, you know, both teams playing fast as we have a timeout right here. What do you think that they're going to try to do?
You know, I feel like we're going to see more of this fast-paced offense in the first quarter. Obviously, both Great Neck North and Mepham have been able to get down the court on these fast breaks, successful or not. So we're probably going to see more of that. Fasano's been taking these first couple shots from Mepham. Maybe we'll see some more of him or some more offense revolving around Kohut. And for Great Neck, they've had a lot of their main player, Balzadeh, as well as Caden Lee and Charlie Shapiro driving this offense. So hopefully we'll see more of them. Balzadeh, this #1 player for Great Neck North, literally and figuratively, 10.7 points per game this season, season high of 21. We'll see how he does with that tonight.
Yeah, and then going over to the Pirates, you know, you have Kohut, who's the senior, as you said before, senior captain. You also have Arias, who is a very strong player.
And now we'll see the inbound here as Andrew Adams looks to throw it in. And that's going to go to Fasano. Fasano is going to pass it back to Adams, up to Kohut. It looks like Great Neck's running the full court press. Adams back to Kohut, back to Fasano, bringing it up. Has it back to Adams, back to Kohut, into the paint there. To Ryan Galarza, but there will be a whistle called.
Able to draw the double dribble right there on Galarza.
And here's Shapiro going to inbound it now to Balzadeh.
Shapiro now is bringing it up. Great pass right there, driving back over to Balzadeh. Taking it out from the threes, Lee. Lee with the pass across. Now over to Shapiro. Shapiro at the three-point line. Trying to facilitate a play, going over to Balzadeh.
Shapiro's 9.4 points per game so far this season.
Yeah, as we see a nice spin move right there, able to draw the defense off its mark, and Lee's shot is just off the mark. Trying to go over for a floater, not able to get through.
Just got his 34th field goal this season as we see the inbound here to Fasano.
As Adams now going over to Kohut. Kohut going over to Fasano. Fasano going over to Galarza. Going over back to Fasano. Kohut now with it. Over to Fasano, taking their time again, trying to call the play. Definitely slowing it more down than Great Neck North. Pirates want to take this as they can, and Adams able to get the end one. Big points right there, now going to try to tie the game.
Great physical play there from Adams, able to drive in on the Blazers defense, get up for that layup, as well as going for the first free throw attempt of the game. You know, Andrew Adams, 4 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists last game. He's one of the high IQ players on the court, helping guys like Colin Kohut out. Now he'll go for his third point as he goes to tie up this game, 6-6. We see him at the charity stripe now, shooting for it, and he will swish it right to the back of the net. 6-6 with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely a good pace game right now as it's Lee with the ball going over, giving it up. Now ball is taking it, and it's going to be stolen. Able to keep possession, though, over to Shapiro. Shapiro is looking to drive, looking for the floater, and not able to get it, and it's rebounded.
Great defense there from Galarza and Caraballo. Caraballo, the only freshman on this team, putting up 10 points per game, has a lot of basketball IQ, as there will be a whistle called on that one, and it looks like Great Neck North will be inbounding this.
Yep, 6-6 right here, 3:30 to go in this first quarter. You know, it's been a pretty solid game. Both teams able to try drawing some offense, some nice plays we've seen.
We see the second leading scorer, Shapiro, going to inbound it now, as we see Hasid with it. But that is stolen after the tip from Fasano. Caraballo gets it to this corner to Coet. Coet with the lob pass over to Adams. Adams looking back to Coet. Coet shoots the three just off the front of the rim. Tries to go for the rebound there. Caraballo. And we will see Ryan Galarza there with the floater, the all-conference player last year.
Yeah, Galarza has been all over this game, and he was also last time at the last BMB game of the week covering this, getting his first basket here. He is definitely the star player on this Pirates team.
And then they will call a timeout with just 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game as we look at this Great Neck North huddle. Brandon, what do you think their strategy is going to be going out of this timeout?
I think they're going to try getting a little more structure in the offensive zone. As the coach said before the game, they're an inconsistent team. I think we've seen that a bit tonight. They haven't been able to set up exactly what they've wanted. It's been a little of just free. And now we have a replay right here.
This was a great play there from Mepham, just able to get that ball. And as we see Mepham coming back onto the court, let's get a look at this full starting lineup. We've got Colin Kohut, Caleb Caraballo, Frankie Fasano, Ryan Galarza, and Andrew Adams.
As we have checking into the court for Great Neck North, we have Alvarez. Alvarez is a junior and is very athletic and can shoot. Alvarez now going up to Shapiro. Shapiro looking to drive, takes it back and resets it. Playing it slow, going over to Alvarez. Alvarez going over to Balzado. Taking his time, able to drive to the right, getting double teamed now, going over to Lee. Lee driving, taking out, over to Alvarez. Alvarez with the floater, and it's just off the mark right there. Coet with a great rebound. Coet now driving.
I saw Alvarez with a bunch of great speed on that drive. He's able to get around these Mepham defenders. Sadly, the shot was off, though, as we see Coet trying to look for his options here.
Coet going over to Galarza. Galarza over to Fasano. Fasano going to Adams. Adams open three, just off the mark and able to rebound it right there. Shapiro now going to bring it up quickly.
Just a bit short there from Adams. Not characteristic of him to shoot threes, but that was a good attempt nonetheless.
Shapiro now going to drive, bringing it over the point, and it's going to be just out of bounds. Fasano and Adams now taking the rebound, and it's going to be an inbound by Adams.
Caden Lee not able to hold on that one, as we will see Adams and Fasano as Great Neck North plays the full court press.
Going over to Coet. Coet right now over to Fasano. They're bringing it up very slowly, taking their time. Fasano now able to draw it. Coet back over to Coet. Coet looking to draw his play, and they're going to call a foul right there on Great Neck North.
As we've seen in some previous game of the weeks from BMB here, Mepham has been dealing with the full court press a lot this season, but they have been handling it well. As we've seen here, just 2 minutes on the dot left in this game in the first quarter, as we see Charlie Shapiro inbounding it.
As Satani gets set back into the game, we see Alvarez with it right now. Alvarez going over to Lee. Lee with it, getting doubled, able to chill it off, giving it over to Alvarez. Coach calling his play right now, setting themselves up over the balls. Chilling at the three-point line. Back over, and they're gonna call it on Great Neck North, calling the travel.
Travel, as we will see Gavin Zhao look to sub in here, and it looks like he will sub in for Caden Lee.
Yep, definitely 1:37 to go. Definitely, they're gonna start getting tired. 8-6 right now, 1:30. Sean, what do you think we're going to see?
Yeah, very fast-paced game. Now that we have Satani and we have some of that energy coming off the bench, maybe we'll see some of the offense run through him as we get some fresh faces on this court looking to extend the Pirates lead going into the second quarter.
Yeah, this has definitely been exciting. You know, maybe not as many points as most of the time you would see, but still, it's going up and down the court. There's been rebounds, there's been good buckets, so definitely an exciting game.
It is only the first quarter after all, and we will see another timeout being called by these teams. Players going into their huddles. 8-6 Mepham. Mepham and Great Neck North have been having great offensive games so far, able to drive down the court. Fast players like Alvarez on that Great Neck North team, fast players like Colin Kohut for Mepham, able to get these fast breaks started, able to get around their respective defenses, get up these shots. A lot of three-pointers have been tried so far, as well as these driving layups. A lot of second chance points, as we've seen. These tall players getting into the paint, like Andrew Adams. And we'll probably see more of that with 1:37 left, heading back on the court.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind is the Pirates have Caleb Caraballo, as we have a replay right here of Adams' free throw. Free throw just up and good. But from before, Caraballo is a freshman, the only freshman who's seen playtime so far in this game. He had 13 points last game, and he's a huge forward for this Pirates team with a lot of basketball IQ.
The only freshman starting this game, he is one to look out for. He's had some great games so far this season, as Great Neck North is going to look to try to at least tie this game up by the end of the first quarter, as we're going to see the inbound here from the freshman Caraballo, looking for his man.
Going over to Satani. Satani being guarded by Balzada. He has to get in pretty quickly. He's going to get the violation. Able to get it in with a nice move as it's stolen, and they're going to call the reach-in foul right there.
That's a tough beat there for Balzada, who's more mainly an offensive player this season. 10.7 points per game, leading this Great Neck North team, but a great defensive effort on Satani despite coming up with the foul, as we will see Caraballo with another inbound here.
Yeah, he also had 21-point season high so far, so his offense is all over the court. As Satani now is looking to bring it in, going side to side, shoveling, and it's stolen again. This time, Balzada going.
Fast break, tries to go for the layup. It's in, but there is a foul called there.
And it's going to be an end one on the reach, and it's going to be 8-8, and with a chance to take it.
As we will see Baltazar go up for these free throws, you know, we have a chance there for this game to go into the favor of Great Neck North. Even though they've been suffering a bit this season, this could be a bright spot. This could be their chance to get this momentum shift, as they have one of their best players at the charity stripe.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Trying to take over a lead right here. It's up, and it's going to be just off the mark. Rebound is all up in the air, and they keep it. Balzado rebounds his own shot. Now going over to Alvarez, and it's back, and they're going to look to settle it. Saying take his time, trying to call.
That was Andrew Adams and Gavin Zhu there for the rebound battle that went back to Baltazar, as he will drive on Satani, looking on that outside perimeter, trying to get around him, passes back out to Shapiro. Shapiro trying to drive into the paint, tries to bait the foul, but he goes for the pass anyway. It's a battle on the ground for that ball. Adams has hands on it, tries to get it out there to Caraballo. Caraballo will get it, flicks it up the court to Galarza. Galarza trying to settle on it, tries to get it back in bounds, but it will be called out.
Great effort right there by Galarza. Almost able to keep it in, but just not able to get there in time.
That was a tough beat there from Galarza. It was a great effort there by Adams on the ground, able to get that ball, as we see a replay there of the battle. Adams covered by two of these Great Neck defenders, able to throw it out to Caraballo, getting him to drive down the court. But we will see the inbound here from Engadian.
As we have Morar subbing in for the Pirates here with 40 seconds to go. Here we go, over to Alvarez, setting it up right here.
There's Abdullah Mirage, number one in the paint. He didn't get much playing time in varsity last year, but he's a tall body going up against Shapiro right now.
Going over right now, going for the seam pass, and just off the mark, a little too fast. 20 seconds to go right there, intended for Balzada, just a little too hot to handle.
That's the second time so far this game they've tried the sideline pass and it hasn't worked out. It looks like that might be something they want to work on, as Satani is going to inbound this one with the full court press coming in. And now Satani is actually going to be coming out of the game there for Braden Seligman. Seligman trying to look for shots this season, more of an offensive player, and we'll see him inbound it with 20.2 seconds left, no shot clock.
Yeah, Pirates are sending in their offensive threats right now. They're going to probably wait for the last shot here with 20 to go. Seligman looking for it, able to get it to Galarza. Galarza now going forward here with 17. Gets it in. Now they're going to look to set up their play to Fasani.
Fasano, a great three-point shooter so far this game and this season, and we'll see what he can do here. If he chooses the pass or not, he goes for the layup. He will get fouled on the way up, and it looks like he'll be taking free throws.
And with 4 seconds to go here, trying to take a lead before this quarter ends right here. Gets 2 chances to.
Looks like he's going to break the tie here as it looks for a substitution soon. We see here Gabriel Hasid on the sideline. Fasano will go for the first one just off the back of that rim, and he will go for his second one as we see Hasid sub onto the court here. And we will see Belarza come out. Fasano going for his second shot. It is up and in at 9-8 Mepham as Great Neck North will inbound this ball 4.2. Likely looking to go for the last shot. Long shot down court there. Tries to get the pass in. Blocked there by Galarza. What a great play from the team captain to stop that last points.
Yeah, very good first right now. Tie game, 9-8. 9-6 Pirates versus a 4-win Great Neck North team. Definitely something you want to do.
And we're going to toss this one over to DJ Lozelle with more on the game so far.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Great Neck here. They're 2-5 in league play coming into this matchup. They need to win their next 4 or 5 games if they want to make the playoffs. When I talked to Coach Graham earlier today, he said that in order for Great Neck to win today, it was simple. They need to play more consistently. I'm excited to see how this matchup shapes up. Send it back to our sportscasters.
Thank you, DJ. As we're getting ready to get back in action here for the second quarter, I'm Jad Boxman, here joined by Maddie Geese, as both teams are just talking over their last few things. Maddie, what did you see in that first quarter?
The first quarter, we saw a very close game. I mean, the score is currently 9-8, so showing a very close game, but both teams are putting up a very strong defense and offense. We see just up and down the court, back-to-back scoring.
Agreed. We've seen a lot of strong defense. Even in that last possession, you saw Galarza with the huge deflection there, so the Blazers could not get a shot off there. As for the Pirates, it'll be Adams, Caraballo, Fasano, Seligman, and Galarza starting. It'll be Pirates ball out to start this second quarter. As Adams inbounds to Fasano. Fasano guarded. Fasano moves into the front court now. Guarded tightly, and that one is stolen by Enyatian, as they'll call a foul there. As that'll be the first foul on the Blazers this quarter, as Caraballo will get ready to inbound it here. As Caraballo has Fasano in the backcourt here. Fasano trying to just get into the front court fast and avoid the violation. Fasano drives to the lane. Doubled there, kicks out to Adams. Adams with 27 on the shot clock here. Adams in the post, kicks to the corner. Fasano 3. It's good. Pirates take a 12-8 lead. As Akakian gets it down low there. As driving to the lane there is Zhao, and he's able to draw the foul. That foul will be on Caraballo, so it'll be Zhao going to the line to shoot too. It'll be Caraballo's first foul. As getting ready for his first free throw here. As that one's up. Off the front rim there, not able to fall. Getting ready for his second one here, trying to get it down to a one-score game. And as that one's up, off the front rim and rolls out, rebounded by Caraballo. Caraballo moving fast in transition. Pirates have the odd man rush. As Caraballo nearly traveled, but he's able to draw the foul there. He'll head to the line now to shoot two.
These two are pretty important for Mepham. They could take a strong lead right now or keep the game within a 2-scoring game.
Agreed, as we've seen a lot of back and forth and already a lot of free throws. That'll be Heimoff's first foul here in the game, as Caraballo's first one is up and it is off the mesh and out. So Caraballo trying to split a pair from the line to get it back up to a 5-point game. As Caraballo's second free throw is up, and it is off the mesh there. deflected around, picked up by Gallarza. Gallarza with a fresh shot clock here. Gallarza gets it out to Fasano. Pirates slowing it down a little here. Fasano back to Caraballo. Caraballo with 27 on the shot clock. Gallarza now down low in the post. Trying to get the post going for the Pirates. Seligman with 20 on the shot clock in the corner. Gallarza. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for the Pirates. Fasano with 15 on the shot clock. Fasano corner. Caraballo 3. Off the mark there. That one will be rebounded there by the Blazers. Blazers moving fast in transition as it's Hakakian in the corner there. Getting it back there in deflection. Tight defense there again by Gallarza. As Gallarza is able to get a hand on the ball with Anyani trying to get it off as Kohut will check into the game for Seligman. Is getting ready to inbound it here will be Hakakian. As Hakakian near 5 there, gets it in Anyation. Anyation gets it in, and that one's deflected by Adams, stolen by Fasano. Fasano, nifty pass there to Kohut, lays it up and in 15-8. Pirates, timeout Blazers.
Mepham just took a pretty strong lead. They definitely now own the court.
And that is just leading to the consistency on all ends, going back to that key as it started off with defense there and just able to get the pass off was Fasano to get it to an open lay for Kohut. Just exactly what you want to see from the Pirates. And just here's a replay of that pass. Splitting the defenders perfectly is Fasano to find Kohut for the open lay. As the Blazers will call their play here. Still in a 2-score game. Still very early here. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Anyone's game. And if you're just Coach Adams, you're just going to tell your team to just do exactly what you've been doing. Keep playing that tight defense and just keep on playing your game.
They've definitely shown that so far. They opened up the second quarter with an amazing start, playing both great offense and defense and opening up scoring, and it was really great to see.
Agreed, as it's the captain so far leading the way tonight on all ends with Kohut and Gallarza. You saw there Kohut with that lay, and Gallarza with multiple deflections and blocks here as waiting for the Blazers to break their time out. Pirates will keep the same starting 5 on the court here as Blazers break the huddle. As Blazers will inbound it down low under their own hoop. As getting ready to inbound it will be Hasid. Hasid will inbound it to Anyation, who will be waiting for him right in front of him. He has the ball now, just trying to just slow down the pace of the game, and the Pirates are starting to speed it up and play it at their own pace there. And that one is Hasid off the mark there. Deflections, ball on the ground there, as it'll be out of bounds off of the Blazers. As it'll be Caraballo getting ready to inbound it here as the Pirates' tight defense forces another turnover there as Caraballo gets it into Fasano. Fasano, as we see a full court press here by the Blazers. Fasano just able to get into the front court. Little miscommunication there between Fasano and Adams leads to a whistle there as it'll be Pirates ball still as getting ready to check into the game. As actually no on that one as Caraballo gets ready to inbound it. 23 on the shot clock here as Kohut gets into the backcourt to secure the pass. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. 5:40 to go in this quarter. Kohut up, not able to get the bounce there as he'll go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. As you're just seeing the Pirates drive to the hoop and not being scared at all, just driving and not afraid to go to the line and try and get those 2 free points. And that'll be a foul on Hasid. It'll be his first foul as Kohut's first free throw is up off the front rim there as Kohut hoping to get it back up to a 3-score game and expand the Pirates' lead to 15-8 with a knocking down their second free throw. And the second one is up off the mark there. Tipped by Gallarza, picked up by Caraballo. Caraballo with the fade. No good as that one's rebounded by Lee. Lee down low into the corner for Anyation. Anyation swings the ball over to the corner to Hakakian. Hakakian down low. Double pump there. It is by Makani. gets the easy 2, and Fasano now 4-point game. Tough defense there by Nation as it's Kohut splitting the defenders. Kohut just trying to find his way. Adams now. Adams to Fasano. Fasano drives, Euro, off the mark, rebounded by Caraballo, and that one's up, not able to get the ball there, but 2 more free throws for Caraballo.
This defense has put up a strong game. We see people literally throwing themselves to save this ball.
Agreed, as we've seen a lot of bodies on the ground. That just shows the aggressiveness and how much they want this game, as Caraballo is shooting his 3rd and 4th free throws of this quarter here. Trying to get a different result than the first 2 here. As his first one's up and off the mark there, as Caraballo yet to knock down a free throw in his 3 attempts so far this quarter. As you see him just taking a deep breath, trying to calm himself down and get himself in the right headspace to get this free throw down. As Caraballo's second one is up and good, as he's able to make it 15-10. Blazers moving fast here. And the Blazers stolen there by Fasano. Fasano gets into the front court. Now that he's there, slows it down. Adams for a shot clock. Adams spin move, not able to knock that one down. Rebounded by Caraballo. Bodies down, loose ball there. And the referee will whistle a travel there. Little miscommunication all over, as Hasid will get called for the travel with 4:48 to go in the second quarter here. As checking into the game now will be Shapiro. Shapiro will check in for McConney. As Galarza getting ready to inbound here. Fresh shot clock. Gets it in the backcourt. Kohut. Kohut guarded tightly by Hasid. Kohut to Caraballo. Caraballo over to Adams. Adams still with it. Adams trying to make his move. Kohut. Fasano drives the lane, able to find the space, not able to get that one to fall. As it's Hakaki and Caraballo with the full court press defense, as that'll draw a whistle. As that'll be on Galazza's, as Galazza will pick up the foul there. As 4:27 to go in this second quarter here, Galazza's first foul was picked up there as C takes the inbound. Plenty of time here, and that's Shapiro with it. Shapiro gets it over there to Hasid. Now over to Lee. Lee, that one's stolen nearly by Galazza, still trying to get that ball as it'll be whistled. Waiting for the ref's call here, as it looks like it'll stay with the Pirates, as again, Galazza's tight defense, not able to come up with the steal, able to deflect it off of the Blazers and come up and force another turnover. That's Kohut. 4:07 to go in this second quarter here. Kohut guarded by Hasid. Fake there by Galazza. That's Kohut. 25 on the shot clock here. Kohut drives, gets baseline, gets in the corner. Caraballo. Caraballo finds Fasano. Fasano takes a hard foul there, as Fasano will go to the line to shoot 2.
Just another example of how everybody's just throwing themselves to save this ball.
Agreed, as Hakakian will check into the game for Enyetchen, as they'll take away the shooting foul there, as it'll be Pirates inbound down low, as Kohut goes down to inbound it. As Kohut gets it into Adams. Adams to Fasano. Fasano to Galazza. Galazza drives, one-handed lay, able to draw the foul there, and that'll be 2 shots for Galazza. As the Pirates, they're able to draw the free throws attempts here. They just have not been their sharpest tonight from knocking down those free throws. As in this quarter so far, they've hit 1 out of a couple attempts. Galazza trying to turn that around here and knock down a pair by himself. As Galazza's first one is up, off the mark there. As the Pirates not able to capitalize on these free throws yet here tonight. Galazza trying to get the second one to fall and split it. As the Pirates will be shooting free throws from here on out on any fouls. As Galazza's second is up, not able to get the shooter's bounce there. Rebounded by Hakakian. Hakakian Gets it up there. Lee drives on Galarza, able to get the one-handed lay. Back to a 3-point game here as Fasano just taking his time, trying to get the Pirates back in their game. Fasano, little stutter step there, loses it. Adams goes down on the ground, able to save the possession as timeout by Coach Adams. Just a heads-up play by Adams as you saw that ball go flying and able to pick up that loose ball. As Belazeta will get ready to check into the game out of this timeout. As Coach Adams will get ready to draw up his play here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Good amount of time. 3:13 to go in this quarter, so he'll be in no rush.
There is really no rush. I mean, you still have, while it's a small lead, you still have the lead, and honestly, this team is playing very good offense and defense, so we just are watching a really strong team play, so there's no rush to score or really.
Agree. As both teams so far this game, just tight defense, as you see with 3 minutes to go, 15-12. Just plenty of deflections and loose balls by both teams. As coaches just making their last few play calls and making sure they can get right back in action. As Mepham breaks their timeout, Blazers not too far behind here. Pirates will stay with the same 5 yet again.
These same 5 have honestly played an incredible game. They've been keeping the score really close, and honestly, to say it again, they've been throwing themselves at this ball, just defending it and defending the court.
Indeed, as Kohut getting ready to inbound it here. Kohut will look to find the open teammate with 20 as we see a switch here. Adams now will inbound it to unlock Kohut, maybe with a shot or give and go opportunity. A shot clock is underway. Game action back underway as Kohut with it. As Kohut, 12 now on the shot clock. Galarza with 10. Kohut with 9. Adams, time winding down the shot clock. Cutting Kohut, lays it up. Not able to get that one. The fall going the other way is Shapiro. Shapiro leading the fast break, gets it over to Balazadeh. Now to Hakakian. Now back to Shapiro. Lee. Back to Balazadeh. Balazadeh guarded by Kohut. 20 on the shot clock here. Gets it over to Lee. Lee trying to split the defenders there. Tight defense by Caraballo, and Adams able to deflect it. 12 on the shot clock now. As Hakakian will get ready to inbound it down low. As he fakes one, pass fakes two, gets it in to Shapiro. Shapiro drives, and the referee will whistle an offensive foul as you see Adams fired up after he's able to draw the offensive foul for the contact by Shapiro. As Kohut will inbound it, just again, tight defense. Shapiro thought he had the defender split, and Adams steps in there to draw the charge. As Kohut, as you've seen this game go on, the pace is definitely slowing down. As Kohut over to Fasano. Fasano to Adams. Adams guarded tightly by Shapiro. Shapiro still just moving. Adams with 18 on the shot clock. Galarza. Kohut calls for the pass, doesn't get it. Galarza, Kohut, 10 now. Kohut drives, Euro step, and that one's deflected there by Shapiro. Caraballo last second, not able to get that one to fall. Kohut with the tight defense here. As it's Balazadeh, now into the front court. Balazadeh, cross court, intercepted there by Shapiro. Shapiro going, Galarza able to lay that one up and good. As defense to offense, again by the Pirates. It's been Galarza, the defensive superstar tonight. Pirates lead 17-12. As a whistle here, they'll call a hold there on Kohut as Hakakian's able to draw that one there. 1:26 to go in the second quarter here. That is the Pirates' third foul of the quarter. As that is Kohut's first. It's getting ready to inbound it is Hakakian. As Hakakian gets it in there. As able to draw the foul there, Shapiro, and Shapiro trying to knock down 2 free throws and get it back to a one-score game of 17-14. That foul will be called on Kohut, his second. Shapiro. Getting ready for his first one, calming himself down. Shapiro's first one is up, and nothing but net, 17-13 here. As we see Sanderson checking into the game here for Kohut. Kohut picked up 2 quick fouls in just a matter of seconds. As one of your star players, you do not want him to get into too much foul trouble, especially still in the first half here. Shapiro. Second one is up and good. 17-14 here. Sanderson gets it in fast to Adams. Adams to Fasano. As Fasano loses it, gets it back. But plenty of time here. Caraballo gets in the post. Sanderson. Galazza able to lay that one up and good. 19-14 Pirates lead. Galazza there. Guarded by Galazza at the top. Picked there by Lee, not capitalizing. Lee to Shapiro. Shapiro to Galazza there. Galazza there drives, kicks it right back out. 3 ball there is good by Hakakian. As 19-17 here. 2-point deficit. And the Blazers have come back here as Fasano has a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As intercepted there by Shapiro. Shapiro drives, lays that one up and good. As Shapiro ties the game here. As Shapiro thought there may have been contact, doesn't get the call there. As Fasano, shot clock off here. Pirates look to get the final shot. Tie game. Fasano with 17 now. As Fasano just taking his time, trying to make sure the Pirates secure that last shot. 10 now. Fasano to Caraballo. 7 now. Adams open 3 there with 5. Air ball. Galazza able to slam it off of the Blazers. The clock leads 1.1 it looks like. Could maybe see some more time added. That'll be 1.1 seconds left, and the Pirates will basically need a catch and shoot here. Interesting that Fasano is one of their sharpest shooters, and he will be inbounding as you see Caraballo just climbing all the way back. As Fasano gets it in, finds an open Caraballo. Buzzer beater attempt, off the mark there at the half here. Pirates 19, Blazers 19. Just a very exciting, action-packed first half.
Action-packed is an understatement. Both teams ran up and down the court and tied the game. Keeping the game tied.
Yeah, we also saw a lot of contact there on both sides. Lots of free throws attempted, and also just players all over the court and just how much they want this game.
Both teams want the game, and both teams currently can take the game. It is a tie game going into halftime.
Yeah, as Balazar with 2 fouls in the first half could be something to keep an eye on. Now we're going to send it over to DJ Loisel with Coach Adams.
Hey, Coach, you're up. You're tied here at half. What do you think needs to go better for you guys in order to get the win today?
Well, we got to make our free throws, right? I think we missed, I don't even know what the numbers are, but I know we missed a lot of those. But we got to make good decisions, right? Turnovers and free throws right now are killing us.
What's going to be your message to the team here at halftime?
Just play our game, right? We don't have to speed up. We don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. We got to play our game.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
I appreciate it.
Sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, DJ. I'm Nikki Saracini alongside Sean Damiano, and it's a very exciting game so far, tie game, and it's basically 0-0 going into this second half. So it's really exciting. Both teams are working hard, and it's a very fast-paced game and pretty equal. What would you say?
You know, it's been a very close game. Obviously, we saw around the end of that second quarter, it looks like Mepham was going to pull away, keep the momentum going into this half. But Great Neck North had that burst of offense, able to get us 7 points in the last 2 minutes of that quarter. And they're able to tie it up 19-19.5, which is great for them. And I think that Coach is hoping that they can bring that momentum into the locker room, bring it out on the court for this third quarter. Hopefully they want to take this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it really shows that anything's possible, anything can happen. No amount of time is too little time. And I think what you said about the locker room is very important because what they say in the locker room, they're going to take with them into the second half. So it's really important.
And, you know, basically that offensive burst is what we've seen a lot of between these two teams this game. Very fast-paced offenses that go straight down the court, full court press or not, look for their three-point options, look for their layup options, look for their assist options. They should go through all the motions very quickly, and either the defense stops them or they're able to get their points, and we go to the next possession where it happens all over again. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what's been happening throughout this game. Mepham had their lead for a lot of that first part of the first half, but obviously we saw Great Neck North take advantage of maybe a hole in the Mepham defense. They're able to get in for some layups, play the foul game. They just been doing great in the last 2 minutes, and now we're going to see what they can do going into the third quarter.
Yeah, and I think defense was a big part of that because as strong as both of the offense parts of the teams are, I think the defense also plays a very big role in that because if they can force the other team to the outside, force them to do those threes, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to actually score.
Yeah, being able to force your guys on the perimeter is a very important skill, along with the fact that both these teams look to have at least two guys in the paint on these possessions. Once Mepham and Great Neck North have been able to get their scores, and it's hard for them to get these layups up over these tall guys like Andrew Adams for Mepham, for example, or Caden Lee for Great Neck North. Both of these guys, tall guys able to get in the paint, block shots, like Ryan Galarza, obviously we saw at the end of the first quarter. Great Neck North had 4 seconds left. They're trying to get down the court, but Galarza was able to block a pass attempt and stop them from coming back. But both of these teams had great defenses, which is probably why both teams are under 20 points going into half.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also plays a big deal. It's a big deal that both of these teams have strong leaders, and the leaders are, they've won all-county awards and things like that. So they're known as these very strong players. So the opposite team's defense knows who to cover. So that plays a big role in stopping them and having those two guys in the paint, like you were saying. So they know where to go and who's going to be those big scorers and who to stop.
Really, one guy I've seen for each team that have really been showing out tonight, Ryan Galarza for Mepham, Charlie Shapiro for Great Neck North. Ryan Galarza, he was all-county last year. Right now he's averaging 12.7 points per game this season, as well as being a top defender for this Pirates team. He's just been the all-around player, is able to get up for these rebounds and blocks, able to get into the paint and on the perimeter, get the assists. He's really an all-around player, and that's why he's been so effective with Mepham. And on the Blazers side, Charlie Shapiro, 9.6 points per game this season. He's been a great scorer for this team. He's able to get up for these layups as well as the assist game and three-pointers as well, getting out to that perimeter, getting into the paint even. So they're both very good all-around players that are just trying to lead these offenses through the game.
Yeah, and I think a huge part of them being those leaders is that they know when to take those shots and when it's a good time to have a layup. So here we're going to take a look as we got number 32 there for Great Neck North. And then there's Galarza just taking it up with speed and a layup. And then we got Great Neck North. And there's just a three. There's another example of that. And just being able to use that speed to their advantage and then also know when to have those, when they have a three open. Like I was saying, it's the fact that they know when it's a good time for a three and when it's a good time to just go into the paint. And just knowing the difference and knowing which one's available and being able to have that opportunity to take both of those shots if they needed to.
That's one of their great keys. They've been staying consistent with that as well. Able to take the threes when they need it, and they're able to take the twos when they settle for it. But obviously, we saw in those first two replays, Charlie Shapiro going up for that layup and Ryan Galarza getting the steal and fast break. Two of the great players I was talking about before that are able to do it all for those teams. Both have great defensive and offensive clips so far. And even though the game is tied, both teams seen their fair share of power on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree. And another thing that I noticed immediately was just how quick paced this game has been on both sides. Just the transitions have been quick. They've been running up and down the court, and the fast breaks have been, consistent throughout the whole game. So, yeah, I definitely think that plays a big role in just offense, and then trying to get to the net before the other team's defense is ready is just a big thing, and finding those gaps, like you were saying before, that might be contributing to that.
We have seen quite a lot of fast breaks this game between both teams, whether it's off of a steal or a missed shot or just a missed time ball. Both of these teams have fast guys like Colin Kohut for Mepham who are just able, that once they get the ball, they're able to run down court, try to get to a teammate, or even go up for the layup themselves. It's really helping both of these teams this game. But also something I've seen are the second chance points, especially for the Blazers here. Great Neck North has had a lot of success with their tall guys in the paint, who, even if there are missed layups, are able to go back up, get those second chance points, and keep themselves in this game.
Yeah, and that's a very important thing. And the other thing that you were saying was just the versatility of the teams to have someone who's good at those three-pointers, someone who's good in the paint, someone who's fast. It really shows that one person doesn't make a whole team. You need all 5 of those players on the court, and even some of the players that sub in and out. So there's different players that are good at different skills, and it's important for one player to maybe have a few of those skills, but then it's also important to know who is good at that fast break, who can do that and who's successful with that, and who should have the ball when there's that opportunity.
And while both these teams are lucky to have their all-around player, their specialists are important as well. You got your three-point specialists, your paint specialists like your centers, you have your fast break specialists, guys who are better on defense than they are on offense, and they all contribute to why these teams have been good this game. You know, the diversity is just great between both of these teams. Even with the low-scoring game, obviously, we've seen powerful offense, powerful defense, and we are going to toss it down now to DJ Loisel with Great Neck North.
Coach, you're tied here at the half. What worked for you guys in the first half, and what needs to go better in order for you guys to win?
What worked for us, not much worked for us in that first half. I think more importantly, attitude reflects leadership. I got to show more composure on the sideline and let our guys execute. I think I kind of let that get away from me a little bit. So if I show composure, I think our guys will be composed in the second half, and baskets will start falling for us. So, yeah, that's about it.
What was your message to the team at halftime?
We got to keep playing. I think sometimes we lobby a little too much. We got to rely on our strengths, and that's sharing the basketball, one more pass, and usually we finish at a much higher rate. So if we share the basketball and we play instinctually and stop thinking so much, we're going to be just fine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Good luck today. Sending it back to our sportscasters.
Hey, I'm Brandon Catalina here. We're back at halftime. I'm here with Maddie Geese. What do you think we saw in this first half?
In this first half, we saw a really tight game. We saw both quarters end in a tie, with a tie score, and we saw both teams put up great offense and defense. And I think we could see that again in the second half of the game.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you have the 9-6 Pirates who are 4-3 in the conference, and then you also have Great Neck North Blazers who are 2-5 in this conference. So both teams, you know, different paths, but it's been a very equal game. No team has really been able to push away.
We saw Mepham push away for a little bit in the second quarter, but it wasn't for long. It was for maybe a minute before the Great Neck North Blazers just came right back and scored and tied the game again.
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of their keys to the game was play good defense, and they've definitely been playing excellent defense. Both teams helped under 20 points so far at the half.
We've definitely seen both teams put up their keys to the game. Mepham wants to be very consistent, and I have to say they're being very consistent with their scoring and their plays.
Yeah, I feel like everyone on both teams have been able to make an impact. You know, you've had Fasano able to facilitate, but Adams with some nice shots and Galarza on the Pirates.
Adams has been really throwing himself at the ball, protecting this ball.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's also on the Blazer side, you know, you've had Shapiro, and you've also Balada, who's been having a great game. As Balzada takes it over, looking to facilitate the play to start halftime. Looking over to drive, going over to Shapiro. Going to drive, gonna draw the foul, but no shot. No shot now. The Blazers are gonna be looking to inbound right here. Shapiro looking to throw it in. Shapiro going over, going up, going over to Lee. Nice feed over there. Looking for it right now. And able to draw the shooting foul right there on Galarza is McNamee.
These fouls can be very important. They can give great scoring opportunities.
Yeah, for sure, especially when there's this little points scored in a game. Every point you get matters. These free throws are going to be crucial in deciding who wins this game. As he's setting up the first one. The first one, ooh, in and out. Not able to hit the first one. Now he's the second shot. taking his time, getting ready, trying to take the lead here to start the third quarter. Second shot is up, and it's just off again. Both of them were scraping the rim, but Shapiro is able to get his own rebound and give it over to Bolzada to settle it down. 7:38 to go. Going back to him, going for the drive. This time able to draw another one, but it's a travel on him, and it's going to be Pirates ball. Adams now going over to Koa. Koa taking his time. Tie game right here. Koa walking it in, not playing the press as we saw earlier in this game, playing more of a contained zone coverage. Koa now going in. Koa over to Fasano. Fasano trying to draw up his play, going back over to Adams. Adam motion here. Koa motioning over to the left, not able to find anything. Adams out, driving and able to draw one, and it's going to be a foul on the Blazers. What do you think you saw from the drive right there?
I mean, we both saw both teams very much trying to get the ball and playing. Both teams are pushing each other to play stronger.
Yeah, for sure. This game is going to come down to one or two crucial plays, most likely, when it's 19-19. And now Coet going over to Adams. Adams over to Fasano. Fasano taking his time back to Adams. Adams going over to Galarza. It's a 50-50 ball. Galarza able to get in, going over to the floater, and able to make the nice shot. What a play right there, getting it over 21-19. As Balzada going over to Carey, going over for the full court, has the lead. Going over for the layup and off the mark, able to get the rebound though, and the put up not able to go through. But back over, rebounded by Lee. Great offensive rebounding here by the Blazers. Going over for the drive. This time though, it gets through. 21-21. Makina getting the point now. Koa looking to play quick. Playing very fast right now is Koa. Koa over to Fasano. Back over to Koa. Adams now with it. Taking his time back over to Koa. Trying to draw something up here. Fasano now at the three-point line looking to drive. Going back over to Koa. Great defense here by the Blazers. Koa at the mid-range point. Going over to Fasano. 8 on the shot clock. They got to move quickly. Fasano now with the fadeaway. And it's just all able to get the rebound. But now it's stolen right here. Going over to Galarza. Galarza not able to make that shot. And it's going to be an up and down on the Pirates.
I want to bring up what you said before. You said this game could be like a 2-point game. Honestly, look at it. The Pirates scored, and then right down the court, the Blazers went to score and tied the game again.
Yeah, and excuse me, it's actually an up and down on the Blazers. But 21-21. Koa now over to Fasano. Fasano open three, and it's swished right in there. 24-21 Pirates now. Going over, working quickly to Shapiro. Going for the quick, fast break points, rebound, and he's able to draw the shooting foul. So with these two free throws, how crucial do you think they're going to be?
They're pretty crucial. They can make or break how you're going to continue the game, and honestly, they can make the game even closer than it already is.
Yeah, especially with the first two just missing this half for them. They're going to be trying to look for some points. First one is up, and it is good. Able to get the first one, 24-22. Keeping it contested right there, Shapiro. Now setting up over for the second one right now. Shapiro averaging 9.4 points per game with 26 made three-pointers. Last game had 14 points. Second one now is up, and it is swished 24-23. Pirates going over to Adam, going over to Koa. Koa now going to Carey, mishandles it a little, brings it back. Almost a backcourt violation. They won't call it though. Galarza now to drive. Able to go contested, but not able to sink the shot. Now a lot of pressure and stolen by Cohen. What a steal right there, forcing the turnovers. Now this ball's loose, it's scrambling. No one knows where it is. Cohen though, able to get it. And it's almost stolen, and they will finally call a foul on the Blazers. A very chaotic sequence leads over to that. Coet now looking over to inbound it, weighing his options right now.
Right there, rim line, you're good.
Why is he leaning on my player?
So, Maddie, what do you think we're going to see?
I think we're going to see both teams continue to play strong, obviously, but I think Mepham might pull away with the lead.
Yeah, and Galarza there, set play right there over to Galarza, able to get the rebound. Now looking to drive and able to draw another foul right here. There has been a lot of contact so far starting this half. You know, the Blazers, they have to win 4 out of their next 5 games to make the playoffs. So this is basically do or die. They have to win this game almost.
This is a do or die game for them, but Mepham also wants to secure the win. They're at home, so it makes sense.
Yep, that's the Sid now looking for his first free throw. Has a chance to give them the lead. The first one is up and it's good. Now the second one going over could give them the lead. He has 28 made field goals on this season, averaging 7.2 points. Now getting ready for the second shot. Second shot is up and it's off the mark, 24-24 so, but able to get the rebound as I said. Able to get his own rebound now from 3, and it's good. What a shot right there from Lee, giving them a 3-point lead. Now Blazers are very into this right here. You hear them. Galarza now getting double teamed, going over to Fasano. Going back to Galarza. Galarza now with an easy layup, 27-26. Game has really broken open right now. Now Balzita able to drive. What a move on Fasano, and just missed the floater. Anyone's ball hits him. Able to keep it in now. Looking to drive, and they're going to call it. Calling it on the Blazers, and it's going to be Pirates ball. Calling the travel right there. As now you have Mallon getting subbed out right there for the Pirates. Subbing in is going to be Caraballo, the freshman. Fasano now over to Caraballo. Fasano now bring it up, Caraballo. Caraballo able to get Fasano. Kohut now. Kohut looking to drive, trying to flip, dump off pass to Galarza. Galarza under a lot of pressure. Getting the pass open, wide open for Fasano, and it's off the mark. Caraballo with the rebound and able to draw one. Refs discussing where it's going to go, and it's going to be Pirates ball, and Kohut's going to be inbounding. 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go right here in the third quarter. Pirates down by 1. Kohut looking, weighing his options right now. Going over to Fasano, and it's off the mark, and it's going to be a turnover right there. Frustration setting in for both teams right now. It's going to be who can outlast them. Going over Shapiro. Bringing it up. Taking his time. Trying to set up. Going back out now. Over to Hakimi. Going over to Balzita. Taking his time. Has the lead. No need to rush. Shapiro going for the drive and able to make the nice basket, getting them up by 3. Now over to Caraballo. Kohut going over to open Fasano. They got to get it in quick. Kohut now looking to drive a nice fake and able to get the point. The crowd is getting hyped up right here with 3:30 to go. Balzita able to go over. Durio, he's looking to drive right here. Shapiro going over back to Balzita, able to keep the grip on the ball. On Galarza. Galarza with the defense, and the shot is just off. Loose ball right here. And Fasano able to get the rebound and call the timeout, clutch timeout to keep possession.
This has been a very physical contact game, and we can see both teams pushing for the lead.
Yeah, we have a replay here of the nice fake and then the nice put up. Both teams right now very close. You could see that this is a 1-point game. The crowds are getting into it. Definitely a fast-paced game now.
This game is incredibly fast. We just see, obviously, them going up and down the court, but one team scores and one team scores and the other team just comes right back and rebounds and scores.
Yeah, another thing is both teams won their last game, looking to get that into a 2-game winning streak. And you could tell both teams really want this win, a crucial game for the standings. You know, both teams, same division, you got to try to win.
They both have the motivation, and it shows on the court with the physical contact and just the pacing of the game and how everybody's playing.
Yep, exactly. As now Caraballo going to be looking to inbound it here. Ref whistles. Caraballo now going over to Kohut. Kohut taking it in, going back over to Caraballo, giving him a free entry right here. They rarely have done that this game. Now Caraballo spinning, twirling, looking for Fasano, able to get there, and then it pops right out to Adam, and they call the shooting. A little bit of luck after the pass to Fasano was just off, goes right over to Adams. And that is going to be the third foul of the game by Balzetta. Adams now looking for his shots. First shot is good right there. Perfect shot now. Tie game, looking for the lead right here. The second one is good. Count it, 30-29. Pirates take the lead, 7th point of the game for Adams. Now over to Shapiro, over to Lee. Lee looking to drive and able to draw the shooting foul, and now it's the Blazers' turn to get points.
These free throws are incredibly important for the Blazers. They can either take the game or tie the game right now.
Yeah, exactly, especially in this game, you want to have the lead. It's been all over the place. No team's been able to keep it for a while. As now getting ready is Lee right here. Taking a couple dribbles. The shot. And it's good. Ties the game right here, 30-30.
Sorry.
The second shot, getting ready. Taking his time. And it is just far. Able to get the board right here. It's Galarza, but he's under a ton of pressure. Stolen by Shapiro. Able to take the lead. 31-30. Now over to Adams. Adams going over to Caraballo. Taking it up right now is Caraballo. Taking his time. Looking. Going over to Kohut. Kohut trying to force the shot, and they call a shooting foul. 32-30. Trying to tie the game.
Like I just said for the other team, we could see their
Yeah, off the turnover right there. But as you said before, the free throws have been everything. Almost every possession it feels it's been going over to free throws. Now Kohut getting ready, taking his time for the shot. And it is just off. And we have a substitution on the Blazers, and they're subbing out Lee. And in his place, they are putting in hacking in. And now Kohut getting ready, trying to knock down the shot right here. The shot is up, and it is just off the mark. Rebounds anywhere. Adams able to keep it in. What an effort, but Blazers able to get it, and Blazers are trying to work quick and able to run right there. Not able to keep it in, takes a rough hit, and now it is going to be Pirates ball. Hacking him with a nice hit. And
you can see right there how physical this game is getting. Everybody wants to tie it and everybody wants to win it, and it's showing right now.
yeah, both teams right there. Adams on the Pirates faults and Hakeem for the Blazers. Both all going at it right here. Caraballo, and you also have Satani now in for the Pirates. Adams looking for Satani. Satani driving, fakes, going over to Adams. Now Adams going over Satani. 20 to go on the shot clock. 2 minutes to go in this chaotic third quarter. Satani now looking at the cross, bringing it back out. Going over to Caraballo. Caraballo going over to Adams. Adams trying to do the spin, falls over, and now Shapiro with the behind the back, going over for the three, and it's off the mark, not able to hit it. Pirates get the rebound right there. Is Caraballo. 1:40 to go. Satani now looking to go in, going behind the net, going over to Galarza. Galarza now trying to make something special happen. Going over for the drive and gonna step out. Oh no, gonna be a push on the Blazers. 1:30 to go. Pirates keep it.
4 on him.
You could see how badly Mepham wants to tie this game by the way they're just playing right now. They are playing very physical and just driving that ball straight up to the net.
And now the Blazers are going to be in foul trouble, with that being his 4th of the game for Shapiro. You know, he's been out there for a whole game. You know, it's bound to happen, but now you have to be careful if you're him. You can't foul out right here when you're this crucial. Galarza are going to try to sink both of these to take a tie game. First shot by Galarza is up, and it is true. 32-31 now. Looking to tie it as we have a lot of substitutions right here on both teams. And Carson subbing in. You also have, for the Pirates side, subbing in, you have Schmidt. Now Galarza looking for his second shot. And the third substitution you have is Zal. Galarza with 9 points on the game, looking for a number for the 10th. And it's up and it's good. 10 point of the game, ties the game as Marar subbing in for Galarza. 1:30 left. Now inbounding is Hockey Lammy, going over Balzada. Balzada carrying, 1:25 to go. Going over to Hockey Lammy. Looking to drive, going back over to Balzada. Going for 3, just off the mark, loose ball. And they will call it on the Pirates. Schmidt gets called right there, first of the game for him. And it's going to go to straight to shooting because of the fouls taken. Both teams with 5 fouls, both teams in bonus territory. Hakkinen, first shot. And it's up and it's good, 33-32. 1:16 to go in the third as you have Adams and Galarza getting subbed back in for the extra push of offense. Now going over, Hasid is checking in for Balzada. They do not want him to foul out. And now the second one is off the mark. Caraballo and Adams able to tag team that rebound. Going over to Satina. Now he's got to bring it in quick. He does not have time. Satina going in, and they're going to call one. And it's going to be on the Blazers. Satina now going to the line with 1:02 to go.
These 2 points could be crucial for Mepham right now. They can take the lead going into the 4th.
Yeah, especially. We've seen so many free throws this game. Every time one goes in, it makes you closer to a victory. With how chaotic this game goes, it's probably going to be decided by 1 or 2 points. And the first rebound is up, and it is splashed. High game right here, and Marar and Schmidt are getting subbed into the game, 2 of their defensive players. Now getting ready for the second shot right now, Satina. Got on the basket for the first time. Second shot is up and it's off the mark. And you see a loose ball. And now it's a fast break right here. Settling it down though is the Blazers. Looking to dribble over, going across to Hakkinen. Going back over to Esteban. Looking to drive now. What a shot with contact. Now Pirates are gonna look to go quick to Tina. But what a shot right there by Hasid, taking the lead. And they're calling another one. This time Fasano is going over to the line. 35-33, 36 seconds to go as we have a replay of this shot. Going over and able to get the one-handed ball going to the ground. An extremely impressive shot. And now right here, Fasano. And it's just off. He had 16 points last game, was the leading scorer on JV. Now subbing in for the Pirates right now. You have Sanderson. He's a center and does a lot of dirty work on the rebounds, and it's important to have a player of his height on your team. Fasano now, 7 points, going over and gets the 8th point, 35-34, 36 seconds to go. Now looking to drive right here with 30 to go. Going over Hakimi. Looking to drive, going back over to him, but off the mark right there. Pirates ball. Hasid just not able to get that through. 25 seconds to go. Fasano going over for the inbound. Fasano now going to Caraballo. Caraballo bringing in 20 seconds to go. Caraballo going over the cross, going over Fasano. Fasano looking to drive. 13 to go in this quarter. They're probably going to try to go for the last shot as the shot clock is blocked. But Fasano tries forcing one. Not able to get it now with 5 seconds to go right here. Hakkinen looking for the three. Blocked right there. And the full court shot is just off. Satani just not able to make the full court prayer. But what a quarter we just had.
This quarter was incredibly close, and we can predict in the fourth quarter that we're going to see another close quarter with one team trying to pull away and grab that lead.
Yeah, you know, it was 19-19 coming in. It's 35-34 leaving, going into the last quarter. Both teams have done a phenomenal job thus far, able to keep it within striking distance. You know, one set of free throws could change the game for both sides right here. As now we are going to send it to DJ.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Mepham here, who's down by 1 here in the fourth quarter. Mepham is being led by Coach Adams in his second year, and they're having a much improved record with a record of 9-6 coming into this game. This has been a very exciting matchup, and I'm excited to see what happens here in the fourth period. Now sending it back to the sportscasters.
Thank you, DJ. And what an action-packed quarter that was. Plenty of lead changes as we head to the final 8 here. Blazers up by 1. Nikki, what did you see that quarter?
I just saw a lot of just taking advantage of those free throw shots. When they got the opportunity, they were taking advantage of those, and that contributed to a lot of scoring in that quarter.
Agreed. As just here's a replay of the transition points by the Blazers, and just the Pirates able to come with the steal, and the near full court shot by Satani, just inches off and bounced wrong for the Pirates. Otherwise, they could have just as well been heading into this quarter with a 2-point lead and one of the best shots for the Pirates. As we'll have the Blazers start with the ball here, and it'll be Hakimi getting ready to inbound it to Enyashin. Enyashin guarded by Galarza. Pick there as a backcourt violation is called. As tight defense by Caraballo and Galarza on a press towards half court draws the early turnover by the Blazers as Adams will get ready to inbound it here. As right now we see Fasano and Satani in the back as they move to the front court. As Satani comes back last second as the Pirates get it in no problem. Tight defense here. Satani drives into the corner. Curls back, trying to find the opening with his spins. Euro step, and what a play there by Satani. As Satani gives the Pirates the lead. Just a perfect Euro step, exactly when you needed it. As back up top, 3. Kakian, no good. Loose ball there, and the referee will whistle travel as Adams gets hands on the ball. Questionable call there, as both guys had their hands on the ball as the seed gets called for the travel. So 2 early turnovers, and there's the replay of the perfect Euro step by Satani. As getting ready to inbound it was Caraballo as he gets it into Satani. Pirates forced 2 turnovers so far this quarter, and it's only the first minute. As Satani goes for the pass, deflected by Hakaki, and miscommunication there by the Blazers, able to save it. There is a seed stolen there by Fasano. Fasano to Adams. Adams back to Fasano. Fasano, plenty of time. Pirates now with the lead, and in such a crucial moment, 6:56 to go. Slowing it down a little. Caraballo to Fasano with 20 on the shot clock. Blazers getting ready to make the substitution at the stop. His gloves. It tries to go himself. Not able to get that one to fall as going the other way. Euro trying to match Satani there. Not able to get that one to fall. Hakaki kicks it out there. As not able to get that one. As it's Hakimi now. Hakimi tried to step back. Tight defense there. And that'll be out of bounds on the Blazers. 3 turnovers and 3 possessions for the Blazers. And the Blazers sub out Enyashin and bring back their star, Balaza there, who has 3 fouls. Could be something to keep an eye out, as he has 2 fouls from fouling out of the game with 6:27 to go. That is why they rested him for so much time. As Caraballo now with it. Another guy riding check-in is Lee. Cowbell, give, go. Not able to get the fall there. Going the other way now. All the Blazers in the corner down low, cutting. Able to lay it in is Zhao as Blazers reclaim the lead. Just back and forth over the span of the last 5 minutes here from last quarter overlapping into this one. Caraballo guarded tightly there by Hakakian to Adams. Adams, just defense perfection by both sides. It's Satani, 15 on shot clock. Tight defense there by the Blazers. Velazquez on Satani. Caraballo guarded by Zhao. Adams now guarded by Hakakian. Satani with 5. Shot clock winding down. Satani with 3. Adams down low with 2. And he's able to draw a jump ball. Which way will it go?
Yeah, and it's just been a lot of back and forth here so far. Just as it has been this whole game, it's been a lot of just tight defense, a couple of turnovers, and just taking advantage of any opportunities that both teams got.
As just looking at Ryan Satani, one of the key players, as he had that key basket earlier to give him the lead, as we have a substitution here as Lee checks into the game for Hakimi, waiting to see if the refs will put some more time on the shot clock due to that jump ball, as they do. As Satani, with very limited time here, waiting for the ref to give Satani the go-ahead as they make sure they get the shot clock right and the game clock too. Always want to be perfect with these calls here. 29 to go in the fourth quarter here. The possession arrow will now go to the Blazers for the next jump ball here. As Satani with 1 second exactly on the shot clock, so the Pirates will need a big catch and shoot. It's Satani, one of the sharpshooters. Interesting to see who they go to. Could it be Fasano, Glaza? Time winding down. He gets it in. Fasano not able to get the shot off, not able to get it falls. Glaza beats Satani, now into the front court. Satani takes a hard fall. Going up with that one, as that's blocked by Caraballo, and it'll be out of bounds off the Pirates.
It seems like it might be a foul call there. As this whole game, it's been very aggressive. I mean, we've seen a lot of fouls and just taking advantage of those shots like I was saying before. And so let's see what they're going to do right here.
As just taking a look at Fasano, one of the juniors on this team, one of the key players, can really hit the three when you need it. Satani will sub out for Kohut here. Miscommunication, whether it was shots or on the ground. Referee will signal on the ground, allows Kohut to check in for Satani. 5:19 to go. Blazers lead by 2. Hakakian getting ready to inbound as he gets it into Blazadev. Blazadev with a full shot clock, drives, step back, offside backcourt, gets his own rebound. In, gets the good look, not able to get that on the ball. Blazadev, just many offensive rebounds there. As a near one there, I thought we will whistle jump ball. And this one, as you saw before, possession now to the Blazers. Blazers get this crucial jump ball.
Yeah, and just in that play, just keeping the possession is very important because now they are able to make that into an opportunity rather than just turning it over to the other team.
Agreed, as Hakakian with 31 on the shot clock, looks like refs just making sure everyone's on the same page here, making sure they got the right call to give the go-ahead. 37-36, Blazers lead the Pirates by 1 with 5:05 to go in this fourth quarter. As Hakakian gets it in the lead. Lee cuts through the double team, not able to get the fall. Fasano tips it out. Kohut not able to save it. Out of bounds, Pirates. Ball stays with the Blazers. As it'll be Lee inbounding it for the Blazers, so just the Blazers. Seems like the never-ending possession. They got 4 offensive rebounds in a row, 1 the jump ball, then we're able to keep the ball on that. The Blazers really hoping to get points off of this long possession and keeping it away from the Pirates. 20 on the shot clock now is Lee. Lee guarded by Fasano as Fasano and Caraballo draw the jump ball. This one to the Pirates. Interesting to see, and it just shows how tight the defense is. 3 jump balls in just the matter of a minute and a half. The Pirates finally get the ball back here as Adams inbounds to Kohut. Kohut gets it into Fasano. Fasano down low, trying to get Kohut. Not able to keep that one in bounds. Out of bounds, turnover Pirates. 4:35 to go. It'll be Hakakian inbounding it to Blazadev. As Blazadev not showing much pace here, just taking his time, trying to make sure they make the perfect play, guarded by Glaza. As a pick there by Lee. Fasano gets over there on the sledge. Leaves Lee open for three. Glows it with the fake. Referee will whistle, and they'll call a block there on Adams, as Adams nearly drew charge number 3 of the game there. And they'll call a block, as Lee will head to the line to shoot 2. A big 2 free throws here in such a tight game with not much time to go. Only 4 minutes and 20 seconds, as Lee trying to cash in with a pair. First one is up and good.
Yeah, and this is a really important shot to have in this very crucial moment in the game when it's such a tight, the points are just so close, just as they have been this whole game, so it really makes an impact.
Agree. Every basket really matters. Every point matters. As Lee's second one rolls off the rim there, and Glaza gets the rebound, able to get that one away. Comes out, Kohut corner, Adams 3. Off the mark there as Belazadet gets the rebound. Belazadet just making sure he gets in the front court, tries to drive the lane, tries to get the yellow. Zhao not able to draw a foul, not able to get the shot to go either. Adams gets the board as they'll whistle it, as Adams looks to be down in a little pain, as that foul will be on Lee. Looks to be Lee's 3rd foul as Adams gets helped up by Fasano and Glaza. Pirates ball, 4:01 to go,
And
down by 2.
And it seems to be that tight defense again that's just causing these collisions, and it just shows how much both teams want the ball and how much they want to just avoid that shot being taken.
Yes, as we've seen a lot of contact on fouls and just loose balls on the ground, just very physical game. Just shows how big of a game this is and how pivotal a game it could be if the Blazers pull off the upset. As Caraballo gets it in the front court, 3:54, 27 on the shot clock. No rush for the Pirates. Glazer gets it over there. Adams with it. Adams back to Caraballo. Caraballo, double fake, triple fake. Gets it over to Fasano. Fasano thought he had the left side to rethink it. Kohut, 3, deep one. Off the mesh there, rolls out and picked up by the Blazers. Looks to be tipped out by Fasano. Another big play on defense.
Yeah, and those big plays are just what contributes to keeping this game so tight and just making sure that one team doesn't get to pull away with that lead.
As Hakakian inbounds it here to Belazadet. Belazadet, as the Blazers drain the clock down, will be under 3 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. As Belazadet drives, kicks it out, Lee, 3, rolls off the rim there. Offensive rebound there, not able to get to go. Loose ball yet again. Referee whistles as it'll stay with the Blazers. Bodies down yet again as we have the substitution here. Shapiro checks into the game. Could be a big thing to watch out for. Star player all season, and he comes into the game with 4 fouls, 3:13 to go as they sub out Hakaki. And that one's inbounded by Belazadet. Belazadet and Shapiro. Belazadet with it. Pick there by Lee. Double pick there, and the referee will whistle. Offensive foul on the screen. Looks like he may have pushed a little on that screen. There's 3:04 to go. 2-point game here. Fasano getting ready to inbound to Kohut. As Kohut now in possession of the ball. 3:03 to go. Kohut guarded tightly here. As now it's Caraballo. Caraballo down low. Glaza out of bounds. Turnover Pirates. Crucial turnover with a tight defense down low.
Yeah, especially at this point in the game, any of those turnovers could make a big impact.
As we see Belazadet with the ball, and McConney getting ready to check in as Lee to Belazadet. Back to Belazadet. Over to Shapiro. And Shapiro drives, Kohut on him. Shapiro with the height advantage, trying to use that to his advantage on the physicality. Get it out, Belazadet. Thought about the 3, decided to rethink it. Off the rim there, rebounded by Kohut. As a letter actually go out of bounds. As checking into the game is McConney, and checking out of the game will be Zhao. As 2:26 to go, Fasano just making sure he gets it into Caraballo across court. Caraballo into the front court now. Pirates need points with those last few possessions turning into turnovers. As Caraballo gets it over to Glaza. Glaza, 20 on the shot clock. Fasano, 3, in and out there. Adams tips it up. as the one will be grabbed by the Blazers, and in transition they go. McConney gets down low, able to get the shooter's roll there as Lee, as Hasid came up with the key defensive play. As it'll be timeout Pirates, 4-point game, 1:56 left. Just great plays down the stretch over and over again by the Blazers.
And here we see that replay by Lee just making that shot and getting into the paint and just making an impact right away. So it's a really, especially at this point in the game, 1:55 left, it's getting that momentum is very important for a team, and now having a timeout, getting to regroup with your team and talk about what you're going to do for this last minute and 55 seconds is a major point in this game.
Agreed, as the Blazers have really turned it up here down the stretch, able to make those defensive plays when they need it, able to force those turnovers. Even if they don't physically get the steal, they know they got the ball, and they know they are getting under the Pirates' skin there. And offensively, they're able to find the open man. They're able to make the passes when they need it, find the open guy, and pick up those points after points. And the Pirates trying to get points on this possession as a rough fourth quarter for the Pirates. And they've gone 4 straight empty possessions, trying to get any points, whether it's a 2, 3, or get to the line to try and get those points there. As you see Adams, Coach Adams, just talking it over, making sure he draws up the perfect play. It's a huge pivotal possession for the Pirates, and you see the Blazers coach just calling his defensive play, just trying to keep doing what they've been doing all game, as the Pirates bring out their starting 5 when they need it most to try and see if they can overcome this 4-point deficit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it could be anyone's game at this point. They're down by 4, but they can take that back easily, and they can take a lead if they really wanted to, and it's all going to be about who wants it more at this point.
Yes, as the Blazers break their huddle, no substitutions here, as Caraballo will be ready to inbound it, as he's got Fasano and Kohut with a defender right there. As Fasano gets it in. As Fasano just making sure he gets in front, as Hasid was there on the defensive floor. Balazadeh guarding Fasano. Kohut. Caraballo. Kohut. Fasano calls for it, doesn't get it. Kohut. Back to Caraballo. 16 on the shot clock. Kohut. Drives. Lane. Not able to get the roll, as he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Kohut again. As that foul will be on Hasid, his second foul, as you just see Coach Adams just game planning with his son there, as Kohut getting ready for 2 crucial free throws here to try and get it down. Even trying to get it down to a 1-score game here. As Kohut, first one off the left side of the rim there, as Kohut with a crucial second free throw. As you just see Caraballo, the underclassman, and Galaza just trying to calm Kohut down. As Kohut, rough night tonight in the BMB game of the week, only 2 points, trying to get it up to 3. Just calming himself down, taking his deep breath ahead of this big free throw. Kohut's second one up and good, and we're back down to a 1-score game here as Bleak gets it in, tipped there by Kohut. As Kohut able to just get enough of that one.
You have 3 fulls and a 30.
As getting ready to inbound it is Shapiro. And Shapiro hits Balazadeh cutting out. As Balazadeh calling for the ISO with Galaza. Has it with 27. Gets it down low there. As tossing it around is Balazadeh. The clock winding down. 19 on the shot clock. Balazadeh. Back out to Shapiro. Shapiro guarded by Kohut. He has the height advantage. Pick there. Shapiro still holding on to it. As the referee whistles as Kohut able to do it again. The senior captain draws the offensive foul for the push in the paint. 1:05 to go. The Pirates D able to draw the foul. Caraballo and Fasano talking over, as now it will be Fasano inbounding it. As you see Hasid right there as Caraballo with it. Caraballo, 1:02 to go. Under a minute now to go in this thriller. Caraballo spins back. Adams drives, throws it up, trying to draw the foul, not getting the call. As Lee gets back to Balazadeh. Balazadeh, 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tight defense by Adams as Adams fouls. And the Pirates have 3 fouls to give.
Now it's going to be very important for both teams to just remain and keep their possession, limit that turnover, and just be able to get a good shot off.
As it looks to be an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shapiro inbounding, guarded tightly by Cohead. Shapiro gets it in there by McConney, as it'll be a block called on Caraballo. That'll be the Pirates' 4th foul, one more, and then they are over the limit, and it'll be free throws from here on out for the Blazers. As Shapiro here looking for a crucial inbound. Can the Pirates get the steal? Trying to stay man-on-man. Blazida in the backcourt. There was a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Will the Pirates foul? Will they play it out and try and get that 3? As Blazida drives, not able to find anything there. Lee gets it out. Shapiro, 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ball tipped around there. That'll be out of bounds off of the hand that looked like of Hasid. Crucial timeout by Coach Adams. 3-point game, 25 seconds left. Pirates 3-pointer will tie. This is a crucial possession here for the Pirates.
Yeah, absolutely. And just being able, like I was saying before, to just take that timeout at a crucial moment like this and then regroup with your team, tell them what your game plan is, get everyone on the same page is very important at this point. With just 22 seconds left, it's really anyone's game at this point, and it's going to be crucial for the Pirates to try and get that shot off.
As an interesting thing here, will the Blazers let the Pirates get that shot off? Because one foul will not allow the Pirates to tie the game. That'll put them at the free throw line to shoot 2. That could be the strategy possession here in this late game. Playing the free throw battle as one foul will put the Blazers over the limit and send the Pirates right to the free throw line, not allowing that 3-pointer.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot about strategy here as they're making a game plan and they're discussing what they're going to do with these last 22 seconds.
Also, the teams have been sharp in this quarter and the second half from the line, but the Pirates did struggle in the first half, so that could factor in to maybe doing that foul and not allowing the Pirates to actually have that shot to tie the game, or force them to maybe make that first free throw and then miss that second one intentionally, as we see the Blazers break the huddle here, as it's Hasid, Lee, Shapiro, Blazida, and McConney, and for the Pirates, Adams, Kohut, Caraballo, Galaza, and Fasano, the starting 5 in the biggest possession of the game here. Interesting to see who the Pirates will get it into, as it's Kohut. Will we see that foul by Hasid, as we have not seen that foul yet, as Caraballo, 18, Fasano, double on the ball. Adams, big 3, needed it, in and out. Offensive rebound, Galaza and Kohut, miscommunication. Galaza gets that one up. Timeout, Coach Adams. 8.3 to go. As the Pirates got what they needed. They needed any points, and they were able to finally come up with those points. 8.3, expect the Pirates to foul almost instantly as that ball gets in. Because even if they knock down a pair, it will be a 3-point game. Interesting to see also how many timeouts Coach Adams has left, because we have seen him call a lot in this second half. Could that factor in? Could they end up having to have Stani maybe chuck up another full-court shot for the tie?
Yeah, I just think there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to discuss, and just getting everyone to be on the same page and understand what they have to do with this last couple seconds is really important at this point in this game.
I do expect the Pirates to run that full court press, so even if they can't, and just here's a replay of that miscommunication, but Glazer able to recover using that leadership and calling off Cohen, saying, I got that, and able to bring it back to a 1-point game. Same 5 for the Pirates. As you see the Blazers just talking it over. Will the Pirates be able to get that steal before? Because that steal could also be huge, because steal could put you the other way and put you in a shot for a game-winning shot. As Blazers break their huddle here, huge possession. Interesting to see who the Blazers will inbound it to, as you see all the players in the backcourt here, just highlighting Shapiro, playing with 4 fouls, and just foul there as Adams fouls Lee, and Lee, last time at the free throw line, has missed 2. Could be a key thing to look out for, trying to do the opposite of what he did last time. Last time he missed a pair, this time he's trying to knock down a pair and give his team the 3-point advantage.
He has missed that pair tonight, but in all he's made 18 free throws, so it's definitely a possibility for him to knock down this pair.
As huge shots for Lee. As you hear the Pirates crowd getting loud here, trying to distract Lee. Lee just taking his time, trying to stay calm here. Lee's first one, up and nothing but net. 2-point game here. So the Pirates at this moment will need a 2-pointer to tie the game. A 3-pointer would win them it. But everything comes down to this Lee last free throw. 7.4 seconds on the clock here. As Lee just trying to stay calm here and knock down a second. Pirates crowd getting loud again to try and distract him. Lee's second one, front rim there, rebounded, loose ball. Shapiro picks it up, gets it out. Good ball movement there. Hasid, Lee, Adams fouls with 1.1 left, but just perfect ball movement in Shapiro. Even when Lee missed it, the Blazers did not give up. It did not stunt them at all, as Lee will go back to the line to shoot two. 1.1 left. Pirates not fully out of it yet, as Adams will foul out of the game here. Mirage will check in.
Yeah, and this just puts a lot of pressure on this last pair of free throws because it's a lot to have the crowd, like you were saying, just getting loud and knowing that this might be the last chance that you get to score some points. So,
especially with Lee, as Lee last time at the line split a pair. On his last 4 free throws, he is 1 of 4. Very key thing to look out for here. Lee with his biggest shots of the night right here. Could lead to the Pirates maybe. Full court heave if it matters. If he knocks down a pair, that will almost do it here. As Lee taking his time. Pirates crowd getting loud again. First one, replica of his last first one, as Lee now up to 13 points here. 3-point game. This one will almost put the Pirates completely out of it. So I expect it to get loud and the Pirates crowd to get into it. Huge free throw here. And that one's up and good. 4-point game. Cowball gets it in. Casano, half court, don't matter. Off the backboard. And the Blazers come in to Mepham and pull off the upset. Just a great game played by the Blazers. Back and forth, be a perfect excitement game you want to see. Great games by Kohut and Galaza, but the Blazers able to overcome it with Shapiro, Balazar, and especially Lee down the stretch. One of the key players. Lee hit the 2 biggest shots in that exactly when you needed it. He could maybe end up being a BMB player of the game, who knows, with those knockdown plays. But definitely a team win by the Blazers. Back and forth, as this will put the Pirates at 9-7 on the year, 500 in the conference, and this will move the Blazers to 5-12 overall, 3-5 in the conference. Like we said, all you need is one to get back in this, and that is the one that gets them back. As just the Blazers celebrating their win here. And now we're going to send it over to DJ Loisel with our BMB Player of the Game, Shapiro.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with BMB's player of the game, Charlie Shapiro. Charlie, what's it like to have the game that you had today and will your team to the win?
It felt great. Worked very hard for this. We needed this win to hopefully move on to the playoffs and get our rivalry get back.
What's it like to be a part of this team?
It's great. All my friends are on it, and it's a really fun time.
Congrats on your performance.
Thank you.
Good luck for the rest of your season. Sending it back to the studio.
Yeah, definitely. As the BMB game of the week, 43-39, Great Neck North able to secure a crucial win, trying to push themselves into the playoffs.
Both teams played amazing, and it was a very close game throughout the entire night.
Yeah, as the keys of the game for the Pirates were trying to spread the floor. They were able to do that on the offensive side, but defensively, they just weren't able to be there. They were trying to play consistent. For the most part, they did, but the fourth quarter, they were not able to score too many points.
One of Great Neck North's keys of the game was to play good defense, and we definitely saw that throughout the entire night.
Yeah, especially in that fourth quarter, Pirates were not able to get anything going. When in that third quarter, we saw a lot happen.
Make sure to tune in to next week's Game of the Week on February 3rd for the girls' basketball game.